Questi sono I demoni educati. Entrano senza che tu te ne accorgi. Bussano alla porta, sono cortesi, no, va bene, va avanti. E poi alla fine comandano loro nel tuo anima.
Antichrist is here but is not visible to everyone. Nor does everyone know that the Antichrist has already arrived. The Bible teaches us that history isn't just a random series of events. It's more like a timeline with a beginning and an end. So let's dive into this video to know whether the Antichrist has arrived and who is it. In Christian beliefs about the end of the world, the Antichrist is a person or group of people mentioned in the Bible. They are said to be against Jesus Christ and pretend to be like him before Jesus returns. The word Antichrist is found in the New Testament 4 times, specifically in the 1st and 2nd Epistle of John. It's associated with those who deny God the Father and Jesus the Son. In the Gospels of Matthew and Mark, Jesus warns his followers not to be fooled by false prophets who will claim to be the Christ and do impressive things. These impostors are sometimes called false Christs. There are a few different images connected to the Antichrist in the Bible, like the little horn in Daniel's vision, the man of sin in Paul the Apostle's writing to the Thessalonians, and the beast of the sea in the book of Revelation. These are all complex ideas, but they're basically about people or forces that go against Jesus and his teachings. But what are the theories suggesting the arrival of the Antichrist? Here they are. The rich billionaire theory. The rich billionaire theory suggests that the Antichrist will be a super rich and powerful person. This Antichrist would use their massive wealth to control governments and global systems. This theory is based on some Bible verses. First, there's a beast with 10 horns and 7 heads that people think symbolizes different nations or powerful groups. In this theory, the Antichrist, being a rich billionaire, could control these structures. They might lead a big global company or be a powerful political figure connected to many countries. The beast has power over everyone, and people worship it because of its strength. This shows how much influence and control this wealthy person could have in modern society. The theory says their enormous wealth could help them shape people's opinions, control the media, and even influence political leaders. Next, there's talk about economic control. It says the second beast gives everyone a special mark for buying or selling things. In the rich billionaire theory, this could mean the Antichrist's ability to control global money. They might be in charge of international finance or important technologies. This would let them make rules about money that suit their plans. The apostate church leader theory. There is a belief that the Antichrist could emerge from the Christian church, albeit in a distorted manner. This leader may adopt a corrupted form of Christianity, deviating from crucial beliefs. This notion draws inspiration from Bible passages that discuss individuals abandoning their faith in the latter days, such as 1 Timothy chapter 4, verses 1 to 2. According to these passages, some individuals may turn away from genuine Christian teachings and follow a misleading path, potentially setting the stage for the emergence of an Antichrist figure from within the Christian community. The alien deception theory. Some people also believe that the devil will use deception, making the Antichrist appear as an alien from another planet. This theory is based on the idea that the Antichrist will use supernatural powers to trick people, as mentioned in the Bible in passages like Matthew chapter 24, verse 24, and 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 11, which warn of powerful lies and fake miracles in the end times. Throughout history, there have been stories of earthly people interacting with beings from other worlds, found in cultures like the Sumerians. These tales suggest that these otherworldly beings shared advanced knowledge with humans. Now imagine if an alien arrived on Earth. People would be amazed and might even worship them, like how some idolize celebrities today. This alien could claim to have all the answers, solving our problems and explaining the Earth's origins, which could convince many, including churchgoers, to follow them. The question of how the Earth began still puzzles us, and if an alien claimed to explain it, they might gain billions of followers. The religious leader theory. Certain beliefs suggest that the Antichrist could be a religious figure. According to this theory, the Antichrist might use deceptive acts and supernatural signs to establish a worldwide religion. This notion is linked to a biblical concept that discusses the idea of spiritual deception, wherein the Antichrist could deceive people through his religious influence and purported miracles. This perspective envisions the Antichrist as a charismatic religious leader who misguides followers through seemingly miraculous acts. The political leader theory. This theory suggests that the Antichrist will emerge as a powerful global political leader capable of uniting nations under a single government. Initially, he promises peace and prosperity, but ultimately steers people away from their faith in God. This concept aligns with biblical passages like Daniel chapter 7, verses 23 to 25. In Daniel chapter 7, verses 23 to 25, there is mention of a distinct fourth kingdom that will dominate the entire world. This could symbolize the Antichrist's rule over a global government. The verse also alludes to this kingdom's forceful or diplomatic control over many nations. Daniel chapter 7, verse 24 adds that 10 kings emerge from this kingdom, with the Antichrist standing out as more powerful and even removing 3 of these kings. This underscores his unique leadership qualities, which might stem from his charisma or political prowess. Lastly, Daniel chapter 7, verse 25 predicts that the Antichrist will oppose God, oppress religious believers, and seek to alter laws and customs. This implies an attempt to divert worship from God to himself and reshape societal norms in alignment with his own beliefs. Overall, this theory portrays the Antichrist as a charismatic political leader who leads people away from their true faith. It has led to speculations about various prominent political figures potentially being the Antichrist whenever they rise to power, creating a recurring theme in discussions surrounding the Antichrist. Finally, Spirit of the Antichrist theory. Some theories today also suggest that the Antichrist could be connected to advanced technology and artificial intelligence. These ideas focus on how this Antichrist-like figure might deceive and control people, similar to what's described in the book of Revelation. Now let's talk about the Antichrist. He hasn't appeared on the world stage yet, but his influence is already here. We need to be alert and wise, recognizing the signs and safeguarding ourselves from his impact. The Bible warns us about the Antichrist in 1 John chapter 4, verse 3, saying that anyone who doesn't acknowledge Jesus isn't from God. This is the spirit of the Antichrist, and it's already active in the world. If we observe our world today, we can see it moving in a particular direction, with signs that the spirit of the Antichrist is becoming more visible. We must recognize these signs and stay true to God's teachings. One evident sign of the Antichrist's influence is the rise of secularism and the rejection of God's moral values. People are becoming more self-centered, prioritizing their desires and often disregarding the well-being of others. This self-centered attitude goes against Jesus' teachings of love and selflessness. The Antichrist spirit thrives in a world that values human desires over God's plan and righteousness. The spirit of the Antichrist is already at work in our world today. The Apostle John mentioned the Antichrist and how there would be precursors leading up to his arrival, all influenced by the same spirit. Just as believers can be filled with the Holy Spirit, some people can be influenced by the spirit of the Antichrist. We can see a decline in reverence for Jesus Christ and increased anti-God sentiments in society. This is reflected in growing lawlessness, a trend that's becoming more evident over time. For example, in the past, you could find Bibles in American classrooms and UK hotel rooms. But now, Bibles are disappearing from public spaces, and the fear of God is declining globally. All of this is paving the way for the arrival of the Antichrist. People sometimes think that when the Antichrist comes, he'll have to make significant changes to the world. But that's not necessarily the case. When he does arrive, the world will already be prepared for him. The spirit of the Antichrist is working in the world, leading to a decline in the fear of God. This shift is a sign of the times, as Jesus mentioned in the Bible. What do you think of these theories suggesting that the Antichrist has arrived? Comment below your views and subscribe for more such videos.